Hi, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy,
And
and
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Grannies.
Grannies. Hey! We come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, just to talk about stuff. We're a married couple, and lots of you are married or want to be married or want to talk about romance or want to talk about your kids or who knows what. Or maybe want to talk about the greatest sale going on and is it too snowy to get there?
Or how cold is it where you are? How
Yeah.
hot is it where you are? I mean, it's really chilly out today. But today we are going on an adventure.
Yes, we are.
We shouldn't tell where we're going though, because we never know who's watching.
That's right. It's a surprise for my daughter for her 40th birthday. And yeah, we're told it'll be a surprise for her.
Yep. So, if you want, you could start out talking about that
Yeah.
while we're waiting on other people to come on
Yeah,
to
we're
our
doing
TikTok.
right because we're doing TikTok and YouTube live at the same time. Folks are still coming in onto
Morning, Rachel.
TikTok, but we want to show you this is Santa's husband. This was a nice gift we got from a neighbor down the street this season.
Yep.
Santa's husband. How about that? Because the true story of Mr. and Mr. Claus.
Hey, I want to thank everybody that's joining us over here on TikTok right now. If you came in, do me a favor. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Right now there's 90, okay, 105. Tap, tap, tap. Don't tap. Don't stop tapping. Tap, 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 tap. You know, I used to have people, they tap so much, they tell me that they got like a cramp. Charlie horse.
Charlie horse in their finger?
Yeah, in their finger, you know.
Nah.
Look, like Rachel right now. She's tapping the hell out of it. Tap, tap, tap. Go ahead, Rachel. Tap, tap, tap. You know, I never see that one little thing, that cheater thing that they were selling on TikTok there for a while. You know that cheater thing. Well, thank you for the roses that they.
When we get a gift on TikTok, Edie or I give each other a kiss.
Hey, music woman, how you doing? It's good to see you too. Anybody want a little shout out right now while things are slow? Just type your name in there. Hey, McBaby, thank you
Hey,
for the roses.
Deborah's here on YouTube. Good morning, Granny.
Thank you.
Getting up to get my coffee, and it's 24 degrees here in Dover, Delaware.
Ooh.
Wow.
You like that?
Yeah.
I
Did we
sound
get a
like a
third
cheap
kitty
motorcycle,
cat?
huh?
I thought it was the kitty cat purring.
It was a cheap motorcycle.
Oh.
One of them little 100s.
Yeah,
Or
here it's
50.
20 something degrees, feels like 18. I looked that up.
Yeah, so what's going on today? Anything happening out here? I'll let anybody know that doesn't know us, though. I'm Edie.
I'm Judy,
And
and
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Grannies.
Grannies.
So we say this, I know it might seem a little monotonous for people that are watching like YouTube or TikTok or whatever, but we say it so that on both of them, they manage to catch it. You know,
Right.
I find that there. That shelf drives me crazy. I need to work on that.
Yeah. So, good morning, ladies. Your number one is home.
Hey, well, welcome home. It's good to see you. Everybody got their coffee? So,
Yeah, we're getting our coffee.
anybody got anything gay going on? Anything gay going
Anything
on?
gay going on?
Yeah, we miss talking about anything gay.
I went to sleep overnight with my gay wife.
Huh. Did you wake up with the same one?
I did.
That's good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you know, there used to be this thing where in the winter you hook up with somebody and that's your bedmate all winter long to keep warm. And in the springtime, everybody changed partners.
Yeah.
But we haven't done that for 3 years. We haven't changed partners.
Well, we're not going to neither.
Not even 10 years.
We're not going to neither.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your, I don't know, PZ.
I don't know what it is.
But I'm sure it's very nice.
We hope so.
I don't know. You know, thank you, Rachel.
So where's everybody coming in from? Because we started writing down where you're from and the temperature, and I like that because we're Pittsburgh, PA. It's 20 something, feels like 18.
Oh, okay.
Partner.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So,
Bang says, good morning, everyone. China, Maine.
Wow. China, Maine. I've never heard of China, Maine.
No.
I bet they got really nice Chinese restaurants there. You got good Chinese restaurants in China,
Oklahoma,
Maine?
28. Albuquerque, New Mexico, 24. Las Vegas, 37. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you,
Oklahoma.
this is not my sister. Rachel's on top of things. I want to tell people thank you very much for the moderators. We got some really nice moderators here that help keep this to be a safe place, a place where people from the LGBT plus, along with allies, people that want to learn and everything, can come. So you sit here and you enjoy yourself, you have some coffee, you listen to us talk about whatever, you send some gifts like that. And every time you send a gift, Judy usually gives me a little kiss or whatever. So, we're just hanging out here. We'll talk about whatever you want to, God willing, it's not nasty or nothing, but we don't talk about,
we don't talk about politics or religion unless it has to do with the LGBTQ plus community.
Right.
Should we just stay on we stay on fun topics, or we stay on topics of, if somebody's going on a date, we want to hear all about it. If someone was on your first date, we want to hear all about it.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Tell us. The other day we were just talking about this. We remember where it wasn't that long ago. There was a lady on here, and she was 50 years old, and she was going out on her very first same-sex date. And we were both so excited for her, remember? And then she went out, and she came back the next week and told us how nice it was, and what a good time that was. And so, when we think about it, there's a lot of people out there experiencing that. There's a lot of people out there that have never been on their same-sex date, be male, woman, female, whatever, or
someone was here yesterday saying, a guy, I'm in my 20s and I haven't dated a guy yet, or haven't found my significant other, is what he said. And I feel like I'm late in the game. And we reassured him, and everyone on here reassured him, no, you are not late in the game. No. That's really good thinking. You find out, what your interests are, and you meet somebody who's got similar interests to you, so that you have a good time when you go out. You don't lose yourself so fast in a relationship because you start too young.
Thank you, moderators.
Dating is dating, but having a significant other that, boom, you're married to, that's serious business.
Right.
Don't want to do that.
I do want to say this too, because of course that, kind of rubbed me there. I want to let you know that usually anybody that comes in here that has the nerve enough to type something rude or nasty towards the LGBT community is doing that because they have their own personal issues. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they have their issues where they've wanted to come out and they can't because they're not brave enough, and it does take a lot of bravery. We know it takes a lot of bravery. Thank you very much for the gift.
Thank you.
It does. And so a lot of times they'll say mean things. You remember when the boys were at the football team were mean to the one little gay boy because so many of them, were just jealous of the fact that he was actually a chance to live his own life, and do his own thing.
And the guy that bullied him eventually came out.
Right. So now we all know who they are. So, it's, or they've still continued to be miserable. And now they're 60-year-old men sitting on the internet doing whatever they're doing late at night, along with in the middle of the morning, being mean and nasty to people. And that's really sad, So thank you very much for hanging out with us. Let's have a good time. Let's talk about whatever you want.
I noticed a lot of folks we're from Pennsylvania, but I noticed when folks were saying where they're from and the temperature, it surprises me. I guess I'm such a northerner. I always think the southern states are warm. They're just warm. They're just always warm. And they're not.
Well, I think right now they're having that global warming thing. How many of you, what? There are people that don't believe in global warming. How many of you do not believe in global warming? Just say, I don't. Just say it on as you're typing in, because I'm really interested. We won't pick on you. We're not going to say nothing mean.
It's cold in Georgia this morning.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that don't believe in it, Okay, yeah, I do. Okay, well, I do too. We all believe in.
I think global warming is real. How can it not be?
Let's do not. Okay, a lot of people say they don't, and I do. What? The one thing is that I don't. I have trouble believing that a lot of people believe. This is gonna blow Judy's mind when I tell you. You ready?
Here we go.
I don't believe they went to the moon back in 1968 or whatever it was. I don't really believe that. I believe that was all simulated in order, I don't, because I think, thank you. I think if it was that easy to go to the moon, they'd be going up there tomorrow, instead of making it such a big production. Now, I know I might be crazy, and I know that a lot of people, you can,
I believe they went to the moon. I know that. Good morning, Kim. I know that what they did do when they planted the flag to take a photo of the flag and everything, that was fake because the flag wouldn't have stood like that with no gravity and all of that. So I know that that was staged, and they talked about that being staged. But yeah, I believe they landed on the moon. I mean, I don't see how you can have all of the people at NASA, all the people in government, all the people involved with that flight, all the people involved with that rocket, how they could all fake that.
They faked it. They faked it, and they yeah, it was a stiff flag, right? We
right,
went
but
to
that was
a
staged.
right.
I mean,
Well, see, if
well,
that was staged, so was
they,
the rest of it
yeah.
staged. You know, I mean, I know, we believe two different ways on this. That's right, Diva. That was the beginning of what they call fake news. Let's see.
Yeah.
Why can
Yeah.
we all not
I
go
know
back
that
in?
there was.
That's what I'm talking about, Destin. Why do they have to make such a big deal out of it for like trying to go back and everything? Along with the fact that you can't go to a certain town and use a cell phone. How the hell in 1968 was they going to the moon and talking back and forth to each other?
So it sounds like we're gonna make a visit to NASA.
There's no way. We did make a visit to NASA.
No, we're gonna make a visit to another part of NASA. That part of NASA wasn't to
Thank
NASA
you.
where they sent the rocket.
Thank you. I mean, seriously, we all know that, heck, I mean, we just all got cell phones not too long ago. If I drive to the next town down there, you can't even make a phone call to me. And these are like supposedly the best cell phones.
Well,
I don't care if you got Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, whatever. You still can't hardly make a phone call down there.
I
How
have to
did
give you
somebody
a
go?
kiss, even though I disagree with you vehemently. I have to give you a kiss because of the gift.
Thank you.
Morning, beautiful lady.
Good
Jackie
morning.
Jones from Philadelphia. And Shan says, ladies, I'm bi.
Hey,
And
lady.
say it proud.
Hey, Chance, how you doing? I mean,
Yeah, Deborah doesn't
congratulations
believe
for
it
having a
either.
chance
I've
to-
never heard anybody. It's the first I've ever heard
Well,
anybody
that's
not
only
believe
because
that
I
we
come
landed
out
on the
and say
moon.
it. I come out and say it, and this gives everybody else the courage to say,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, they didn't have any platform to say it on. Nobody would believe them. Everybody's like, oh, come on. Everybody went to the moon. I was there. I was like third grade or whatever. I can't remember. And we all sat in the hallway and watched the TV, and it was a big deal and all that.
My
But-
parents have the record of the recording of when they landed on the
Yeah,
moon.
I can make a recording
Treasury
too.
record.
This afternoon,
Mhm.
I'll make a recording of them landing on Mars. What?
Well, think about this. In those days, they couldn't do all that fake news and stuff.
Ye-
They didn't have the
ye-
digital world like we have now.
They couldn't do real
And things
world.
were expensive. When you think about it, things were expensive. In the 1960s, we had video phones, but they were too expensive to actually utilize yet. I mean, they've been invented. It was Bell Labs or someplace that invented it, and they were going to use the video phone for the sake of business, not even just for like everyday people and doing the stuff that we do.
Oh, it's
But
our
it would
last live
cost too
together
much
before
money.
the TikTok ban. Well, let me tell you, if it is the last live before the TikTok ban, we are on YouTube, and our
That's
channel
right.
on YouTube is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. And if
I'll
you
type
click,
it in here.
Judy's going to type it in right now. But if you click on, oh, Anthony, don't do that. If you click on my profile, it'll take you to the YouTube channel, and then you can make sure that you follow that. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, and in that way, because like right now, we're on YouTube at the same time we're on TikTok.
Mhm.
Right now, our YouTube is being recorded, and it's on there for later on this afternoon. So if we happen to say something really good and funny, it's on there, so you can like go on and say, "Hey."
And if we say something really ridiculous, like nobody actually landed on the moon in 1960,
Oh man,
that was all fake. The
you know
entire
what?
country just faked it.
I think that should be the title for our YouTube channel's live today. Is they faked the moon landing, and I mean, I would
And then
love
we
to
can
think it's
post that
true.
on Facebook too, because they're not fact checking anymore.
That's another thing. Facebook stopped doing their fact checking, right? And good morning, Sharon. Good morning, everybody. So I got to tell you this before we move on to anything else, and I want to congratulate Chance for being by and coming out and everything like that. I know it's hard. Thank you very much for following us on our YouTube. But the other day when they came out with the fact they weren't fact checking on Facebook, I couldn't wait to write something that I knew was a lie.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
and
my.
so I wrote on there that Judy and I got a contract from Netflix for a Netflix series. You can't imagine how many people clicked on there and said, congratulations.
Wow. And
Yeah.
like believed it. I mean, we thought the
Yeah.
ones who understood it that,
There
wow,
was some laugh.
congratulations. Yeah, I'll be on episode 2. But
Right.
a lot of other folks, I think
They really
weren't kidding.
believed it. They believed it, you know, because, and I had even wrote on there, no
Right.
fact checking, you know,
Right.
and so that may help me make me more aware of something else too.
Mhm.
People only halfway read what you write. And it wasn't a huge post,
Right.
you know, because them huge posts, I get tired too. When you hit that second chapter or second paragraph, it's like, I'm done. But, and I always scroll to the bottom and say, if it says copy and paste, then I know it's something they didn't take real thought in.
Right.
But this was just like a sentence.
Thank you, Toby. Yeah, I am feeling better. Still there. I guess maybe because it's so cold out, and so I still feel a bit woozy, but definitely feeling better.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Now that's the fact about, I guess, copy and pasting.
Right.
I saw that and it almost got me.
Well,
but you know, the other thing is how cool it is that
people think that we have that much talent too. That people think that we're funny enough and entertaining enough that we could actually have a series on Netflix. And that one girl actually wrote on there that we would probably be one of the better things she's watched on Netflix. Now, I knew that had to be humor, but it was still really nice and a nice positive thing for her to say.
Yeah. Yeah, you really could though.
Well,
good morning.
Go ahead and email everybody here. There's 82 people right here, right now. Everybody emailed Netflix. We should give them the email number for Netflix. Yeah. You know, the email address for Netflix.
I don't know the email address.
I know, but we should look it up. And we give you the email. And then you guys flood their email with Edie and Judy. Rainbow Grannies would make a really good series. You know? So I love it.
There you go. There's a talk show, magazine, TV talk
show. So
yesterday
we talked about making some pretty cool T-shirts, you know, because I had like this mood on yesterday that inspired me with some T-shirts. Now, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say. What would this T-shirt say?
It would say, "I'm not an angry Black woman. I just want to ask a question."
Right. So I mentioned that T-shirt to someone, right? That I wanted to make a T-shirt that said, "I'm not an angry Black woman. I just want to ask a question." And do you know what he said to me? He said, "I don't think that sounds very nice." And I said to him, "You've never been a Black woman. You've never had to experience what that's like, you know, to be able to, you know, feel like, you know, you're being angry when you ask a question, you know, or that somebody's going to jump your bones or, you know, not your bones, but jump on you or reject whatever you say." So anyway, I'll switch off of that again and go back. Thank you very much for all the new followers.
It made me think of them now. I can't remember what it was.
Thank you for the new followers, and let's talk yay.
Love it. I'd buy 10.
All right.
That's what I said. I mean, I think
that might be my project this week.
They're the creator named Vanessa German. She's here in Pittsburgh. She wrote this wonderful stage piece on African American women, and the main gist of her piece is that when African American women are treated with respect as they should be, the whole country will be lifted up. Because it's like there's one singled out group that is treated so badly. And when she did her stage performance, and it just shows over and over and over again, and she really hit home with her piece. So this is why I also love others. I think I'm a beard for my boyfriend.
Wait. Sugar White wants to know if we drive Subarus. Well, not yet, but I've been trying to talk Judy into getting one. She drives a Prius, and I drive a Ranger, a Ford Ranger pickup truck. A nice Ford Ranger. I love my truck. But I would like for Judy, the next car she get to be a Subaru, because I think she'd enjoy it because it's going to have a little more power.
4-wheel drive,
and
maybe.
Right, 4-wheel drive, and there will be any problems. I don't, you know, because
you won't be able
I worry
pick it
about
up and carry it up the hill.
I mean, there's times we don't have that much snow and ice, but when we do, I do worry about Judy being out there. Because we've gotten that car where I've gotten out and had to help push, you know, because it'll be stuck on grass. Let's see, I'm thinking about Subaru because I need a new car.
And Baku here says, "Can you do that pose where you cover each other's mouth?"
Like this. Give me your hand.
I don't understand why.
There you go.
symbol-
That was it.
I don't understand.
Oh, it means
Black Lives
yes,
Matter.
something. It means something. I forget.
Okay.
It's
That's
a-
new for me. I
I
didn't know
don't think
that.
it meant Black Lives Matter. I think it means no hate.
Well, because she said it's symbolic of BLM.
I don't know, but hopefully you got it.
So there was something gay here where somebody thinks that she is a beard.
I don't understand that. What does that mean?
Gay guy who will go out with a woman to show that, to make it look like he's straight.
Ah.
So she's his
Kia.
beard. I mean, being beard is masculine and straight. And so
okay, beard. Okay, I know what that means then. I've been there.
Yeah. And so you're
Yes,
confused.
yeah.
Are you confused because you think that's what's going on, or you're trying to understand what that means?
Well,
Because
no,
if
no.
you
It
think
sounds
it's
like
what's
that's
going
what
on,
she thinks like it's going on. She had a tear running down her face there.
talk to him about it. Oh,
yeah.
especially if he's a boyfriend and you don't think he's really a boyfriend.
But
You
be
think
very
he's really
careful too,
gay
because
and
if he's
just
out there
being-
doing it and he's not using prep
Right.
and all that kind of stuff,
right,
because he's trying to not be,
mm-hmm.
he's on the down low or something like that.
Right.
You should be very, very careful.
Well,
you
what
know.
should I do? Is that Kia who thinks she's a beard, or is
Right,
that somebody?
Kia.
Okay.
Because you know what, Kia, I actually was naive enough to believe that there wasn't that much HIV going on right now.
Uh-huh.
But now that I've been attending my senior luncheon thing, I
Yeah.
realize that there is quite a bit of it. It's just that most of the men are either they're in relationships, they're older,
Uh-huh.
and they all take the medication.
Right.
So they're all on medication, but they've still been exposed and everything.
Uh-huh.
So if he's not being honest with you, then he could very easily expose you too. You know.
And here's something I'm thinking. Okay, Kia, if he's your boyfriend, so I would think that you think this is great. You're in this wonderful relationship, and maybe it's not true. It's better to know now that it's not true and split up and leave yourself open to find somebody new than to try to hang on to something that's not real.
Right.
And then we've all done that and hanging on too long for something that's not real just because we want it to be real.
Yeah.
And if he a good guy, if you think you can talk with him openly about it, then he might also appreciate that. But I have no idea what he's like. What I'm saying is because I know of a woman who was dating a guy and he figured out she was gay and he told her, I think you're gay. And she's like, what do you mean? And he took her to a lesbian bar and let her experience being surrounded in a lesbian bar, and she came out. Now he was a good friend to her. He had no ego, he had no problem. He really loved her and thought that she's gay and he would be her friend.
I wonder
and help her through it.
I mean, to be humorous too.
Mhm.
I wonder what signals she gave
Yeah,
him.
I know.
You know, like
maybe they were both looking at the same butt that walked by, kind of like
Yeah.
you and I do. Except I don't know you see me looking.
Well, it's only because you're like in a trance for a few minutes. You know, we're getting ready to get hit by a car, and I'm like, Judy, yeah, it's nice. Okay. Yeah, Kia, be careful. Be very, very careful. And thank
Yeah.
you very much for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if there's anything we can suggest or whatever, we will.
Yeah, my honey and I look together.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Matter of fact, if I see one that's really good, I'll tell her, because I don't want her to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it makes me mad
Careful
when
with
she
the clothes,
misses.
though.
I know. It makes me mad when she misses a good one. You know, because we can't talk about it together. You know, it's like I can't say nothing like, ooh, did you see that? I mean, sometimes what we see is like over the top. I mean, some of it's like, oh my God. It's like they wore Fredericks of Hollywood outside the house. You know? And it's like, oh my God. So I want to make sure.
Yeah, and my husband and I do the same thing. And me too. Babe, did you see him? And when he misses that, I'm like, no.
Yes. It's like, well, hello. Do you have your eyes on today? Could you see that? I mean, because we'll ride down through, there's a community next to us, and we'll ride down through there. And sometimes some of the stuff people got on, it's like, honestly though, remember there's a couple of them little shops down there that sell some little freaky wear.
Right.
I mean, if I lose 50 pounds, I'll go buy me one of them freaky outfits.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll let y'all know all about it.
I'll
how
buy one.
wonderful
I'll
it
go
is.
buy me one of freaky outfits so Judy can wear it.
As a matter of fact, we should go live sometime when we're driving down there and just comment on
No,
the
I
clothing
think
we
that.
see. We don't have to put them on camera,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, sometimes I do say when Edie and I just driving in the car, all the comments that Edie got, I keep thinking we should be on TikTok live right now.
All the time, she's always saying it. Well, we should be
Mhm.
live, like right here.
I had an acting like I wasn't a human to notice other people.
Some people are paranoid
I guess-
about it. They're they're sensitive to their own. They're afraid. They're afraid.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
I'm very
I want.
insecure.
If I miss one, I want Judy to let me know. But I don't miss it because I got that ADD thing, and I'm one of them people that say like squirrel. So you would have to be. I can't even imagine me missing something. Let's see.
Yeah.
If you guys are like old school
Ooh.
Marvin Gaye, please tune into. Oh, okay. Let's see.
DJ.
You try, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like some Marvin Gaye. Go ahead.
Oh, Judy, your name is Judy too. Yeah, it's a good name. It means to be praised.
They're saying that. Emma said she's glad you're feeling better, Judy. Let's see. What's wrong with Judy's speech?
Not trying to be snarky, just genuinely interested.
Judy, go ahead. You want to tell them, Judy?
I've got a hearing impairment, and so it affects my speech.
Right.
So,
Yes, and every time you send gifts like that, Judy gives me little kisses, or I give her little kisses.
yeah, my
because
hearing
at the
impairment
end-
doesn't affect that.
No, no, not at all.
Hmm.
And so when you send a gifts like that at the end of the
But I
month,
like the gift. Thank you. Oh my
TikTok
God.
sends us a check, and when they send us a check, heck, we're gonna be able to get a room right now. My hair wet.
Yeah. Oh my.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Now let's talk about something.
Okay.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about.
How did you meet and how long have you been together? We met over 11 years ago at a Ohio Women's Music Festival, and that's how long we've been together. We met 1 year where Edie scared the bejeebies out of me over at the festival, and because she flirted so much. But then the next year, unconsciously, I found myself looking for Edie, and bam, there she was again.
She was seeking me out.
She was there again.
And I tell you, I didn't pay much attention to her because, I flirted so much, that it was just like,
another person to flirt with.
I did. I was really bad, because I wasn't trying to.
The next year, that morning when
I wasn't trying to really get with her or nothing like that. I just having fun. So, what's our favorite thing to do together? I love my favorite thing. I don't know if my favorite thing and your favorite thing is the same thing. I love road trips.
Yep.
Absolutely love road trips.
I think it's my favorite thing to do together too is road trips.
I love road trips so much that I bought this for us for Christmas. And I did contact the company because I wanted them to be able to sponsor it, right? I just thought, we'd be able to give them some free advertisement, but they still have an opportunity. We haven't opened it yet. We have it here, and when we open it, we're going to share it with you guys. So what these are, there's 50 cards inside here, and they're all scratch offs. I don't know if anybody saw these, and like this one is all for the state of Pennsylvania. So when you pull out a card and you scratch it off, it gives you an activity that's going on in Pennsylvania, and so we'll be heading out to like all these different places when the weather gets nice. That's that alarm that I don't know how.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does sound awesome, doesn't it? It's really cool because we're always looking for places to go to, and I think that's a really neat way. In Pennsylvania, it's a large state, but we really can travel far. We can take really 4-day weekends and that kind of thing.
I was surprised with some of the stuff that they had in there, though. But even like you had mentioned when we went out that one time, and they have those canoe ride that are under in a cave.
Yeah, want to do that.
Like it's got that in here. You know, it's got like different things like that.
I like to speak English and would like to have an American girlfriend. Do you know anyone to see me?
Well, can you cook? Can you cook? And do you have like you got to be able to speak English. Yes, she can cook.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Let's see. I live in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Momo does. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to find out where you're from. Let's
What's
see.
the code called? What's this thing called?
This thing in here is called the Adventure Bucket List. I don't want to give them too much.
Because you want to see if they'll
Yeah,
sponsor
I don't want
us.
to give them too
Yeah.
much promotion. Let's
You
see.
need to adopt some grandkids to teach you how to turn off your alarm.
Yes, yeah. But the problem is, it only rings this one time of the day. So later on, when we're around the kids, I can't tell them that I need them to turn it off,
Because we don't remember.
and I don't even know where it's located on my phone.
Here we go. I do speak English from El Salvador. So there you go. Maybe you two can connect with each other.
Yeah. Oh,
There
she's
you
not
go.
joking. She said, "I'm not joking." She ain't joking about meeting somebody, honey.
Yeah, well, maybe
we're not joking
maybe
neither. I want everybody in the world to meet somebody and be happy
Right.
and have a good time. Oh yeah, we are joking. Did you see my request? Well, honey, I mean, we're not in charge of your love life. I suggest you work on an app, one of them apps, like I don't know, somebody from El Salvador that wants to meet. I
There
know
you
there's
go.
got to be somebody
There
out
you
here
go.
that's looking for a woman that can cook.
Judy's trying to
If I
slide into
would,
the DM.
yeah, just slide
Yeah.
into the DMs there, make it work. Don't do it here with us.
So
just
we've
make
got
it
a
work.
few questions here. Where are you guys located and who cooks the best? And so I say we're located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And who cooks the best? I will say Edie does.
Well, you know what? It's all about.
I mean, I
what
surprised
you like.
Edie with what I cooked that's really so good, and it just floors her. But see, I save mine for just like once in a while, so then it won't go away.
Well, the other day she made this bean and rice salsa kind of dish, and she's made it before, and it's like a vegetarian thing. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good.
I'm glad. How do you know? I'm glad.
I ate a couple little servings of it.
I mean, Edie doesn't really. I think Edie's not. I think you're not really crazy about vegetarian dishes. You're not a vegetarian.
No.
But
if I don't have,
but you'll have it on the side with whatever your main.
Oh, look, they're trying to help her with the DMs. That's nice. It's just like personal messaging somebody. Like somebody will message you. Honestly, right now there's 80 people in here. If somebody's interested in a woman from, I think she said El Salvador.
No, I don't know where she's from. The other person's from El Salvador.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead back out there and have yourself a good time. Well, I'm only in charge of one person's love life.
But here,
and that's mine.
Good. Thank you about the flamingos. I saw a few comments about them.
Those flamingos, her mother bought us those flamingos when we first bought the house.
Right, it was our first housewarming gift.
Yeah. And we had them sitting on the mantle, and then we decided they look cute sitting right back here behind us.
Yeah. So, okay, so that's good. So, Luz, they're still, helping you out here. And that's good. So here's something that would be cool, because we've met a few folks who have met one another on our live. We would really like to hear when you do meet one another on our live and it really works and you kick it off. We'd like to hear about it. That'd be really nice to know.
Em, I can't answer your question because you don't have a real picture. That's sad. So, yeah. If you had a real picture on there, I might answer. Let's see. The flamingos are super cute. We got to help the girlies. Yeah, help the girlies.
I mean, it doesn't have to be your photo. You see, a lot of people just have different images here. We just never know when it's somebody crashing in our party or somebody really an invited guest.
And honestly, either one of them aren't us. I mean, it's just they're just flamingos.
I made a homemade Hawaiian chicken rice bowl for dinner.
Ooh,
that's not good. Lily,
are
you near?
Lily, where do you live? Lily.
Oh, Em said, I never even thought about putting up a photo. We understand. I'll probably make it my cat.
That works. That works.
I met someone on you ladies live. 4 months strong. It's been great. Wow, yay.
All right, Brittany.
All right.
Brittany Lane had met somebody on I'm making sure I say this on our YouTube. Brittany Lane over here on TikTok met somebody on one of our lives, and they've been hanging out for 4 months straight now. Now, in lesbian years, 4 months is like, what? Geez.
10 years.
My God. You've been together this long and you haven't married yet?
And Gina said, I didn't know people met on your lives. I mean, we don't set our lives up to do this on
No.
purpose. It's just how it happens.
But in the background, when everything's going on here and we're talking, they're messaging each other, So they're doing their thing and everything, and they're messaging each other, and they
Get
might.
to you all.
Yeah. Sometimes somebody will write something there that has some wit to it or charm or whatever, and somebody's like, "Wow, that's nice. They're nice," and they'll send them a message saying, "I saw where you said something really nice."
I think, go move in already. Oh my God, it's too early for this.
Yeah. Let's see.
Thank you, everybody, so much for the gifts. I mean, I can't even keep up with the gifts, with the kisses.
Let's see.
What's your secret?
What's their secret?
What's their secret?
Does that mean they're talking about their secret or our secret?
I don't know.
But then them could be us.
Yeah, true.
Or they could be you.
One obstacle you both had to overcome in your relationship?
She was so bossy. So now she's not quite as bossy. You were, you're just not as bossy now.
You're not.
They asked me what I had to overcome. I had to overcome
my bossiness.
Yeah, every crew has what every good crew has a supervisor.
We're not a crew, we're a couple.
But we make a nice crew. We make a nice crew.
No. See, what happened is we were at my house and we were painting my bathroom. And I thought we were doing great. I thought, wow, we're so compatible. We work so well together, because I would climb the ladder and paint the high parts of the room, and Edie would stay on the floor and paint the low parts of the room. And I thought, this is working out great. Plus, Edie had picked out some colors for the bathroom that I thought would really work well, because I told her my dilemma is I know it needs to be painted, but I don't know what colors. Edie had it spot on. And so that was great. And I thought, wow, this is really wonderful. And then Edie came the next day and she said, we can't paint together anymore, but I can sit here and keep you company and talk while you paint. And I said, why? Did it like hurt your arms, painting? No. It
was awful. It was just awful. You can't have two bosses.
She said, we can't have two bosses. I said, we had two bosses. She said, yeah, didn't you notice how many times I went out for a cigarette break?
Yeah, that's like when I smoked. Yeah, I smoked half a pack of cigarettes in a half hour.
So I had no idea. I thought we were working at a team really nicely.
The water bottle.
Oh.
Let's see. The Hawaiian chicken and the rice bowl is really easy to make, my good friends. Lily, do you do lives? Do you do lives cooking? A lot of people like to watch us cook, so they might like to watch you cook too. I scrolled out, tapping the screen. Thank you very much. I want to thank all the new followers too. What happens too, and I'll tell you this, I know it might sound, when I log off and it comes up on there, how many followers, how many new followers we have, how many gifts we have, the top, I think it's like the top 10 or so gift givers, I'm able to follow them right back because it just shows, them on there. So thank you very much for all the new follows and everything.
I've got another comment about the optical thing. I mean, this was for me in a relationship.
I'm going to go get me a refill.
Oh, I could use the refill too. You want me to get them for us?
No, go ahead and talk about whatever that is you're talking about.
Okay, you're going to be fast, right? Because, I don't like carrying the scene all by myself. Let's see, I'm from Alabama. You're a beautiful lady. Because clearly I ended up in someone else. How long have you been together? So one of the things I was saying, opticals, when Edie and I met, I had already been through 2 marriages with women. And I wasn't looking for another one, but I met Edie and I thought, oh, this is great. She seems like a cool person and we could date. And that's all I was interested in, which is dating, until Edie said, I'm only interested in a serious relationship. And so if we date, to see if it goes there. And if that's not what you're looking for, then let's just stop dating now. And I was very mature, I thought, for my part, and said to Edie, well, let me think about it. And I thought about it and said, okay, we'll date and see if it goes somewhere serious. My biggest obstacle is that I was so
jaded.
Jaded. That's the word I'm looking for. I was so jaded by then. It took me a long time to get my head into gear to be, participating in dating and looking for a real relationship
Right.
and
She
building a
was,
real relationship. I was mean, but I was
yeah.
mean not deliberately. I just didn't know I was saying mean things
And
because
I at
I was
least,
so
I gotta at
jaded by
least
then.
admire the fact that I was able to
That
stand
you
up to you
stung
and
in there.
say,
But you,
and just say, whatever you said there is not very nice. That's
yeah,
not nice to talk to me like that, because
yeah.
I liked her. I liked her, and she was cute, and she had a nice butt.
And I think some of my saving grace is when you pointed it out to me, I
That you had
listened and
tried.
I thought about it. I
Oh,
thought,
that was your
oh,
saving grace,
wow.
because if you wouldn't have
Right,
tried, I
because,
couldn't have done that.
right.
Mm-mm.
So I was, so that it's, but it also that I sincerely didn't know that I was being so insensitive because I had, they talk about having a wall. We have a wall to protect ourselves, right? If the wall's way up here, we don't leave it open to establish a relationship with someone. If we have it way down below, then we leave ourselves too vulnerable and people can walk all over us. It's just got to be here. And mine was up, wasn't up here, but it was pretty much up here. And I, talking with Edie, I kept being able to lower it to leave myself open for the possibility that we might really,
Yeah, have a good time,
right, we might
because I
really
mean
establish a
we
good
were having
relationship here.
fun. It's just that every once in a while she'd throw like some kind of little dig or something that was just like, what? How you talk to somebody like this? And I honestly, I can't even
Yeah.
remember the things that were
No,
said, and
I'm glad.
yeah, yeah, I blacked them out. It was
Yeah.
it's so painful, you know.
But sometimes, I mean, for me at least, if I'm upset about something, it gets resolved, and I forget what it was
Yeah,
because it's been resolved. If it's not resolved, that's when it sticks in your brain.
yeah.
So
Well, what was good though was whenever I was able to mention it and just say that was not very nice, you would just think about it for a minute and think, wow, that really wasn't very nice. I
right,
can't believe. And so by me being able to see that you were the kind of person that sincerely didn't treat people like that,
right,
it was okay,
right.
because who would want to be with someone that was just constantly
Oh
just
yeah.
bam,
Well,
bam,
insensitive,
bam.
insensitive. I don't think that I was mean. I wasn't abusive. I was just was
That's
insensitive with the
it.
things I said.
Tammy tried to make your wife walk out too. Tammy tried to make her wife walk out too. So I don't
Yeah.
know if Judy tried to make me leave,
No,
but she
no,
was just, I don't know. She was just trying to
no.
see
Because if I
how
didn't
much I
want
could
to,
take. Was you
right? If
trying
I
to see how much I could take?
No, I don't think it was any of that. If I didn't want to date you, I didn't have to.
Then why were you being so
And
mean
so
to
it was.
me? Why were you being
I
so
was.
mean, Judy, when I was being so nice to
Oh,
you?
look at her going this on now. Oh, look at you being mean to me now. trying to trying to make things that it wasn't. I'm back and I made a
All
profile.
right.
Okay, Em.
That's good. Welcome. I hope you're
Yeah.
following us now.
So anyway, so that is a dilemma when you've been through relationships and then you're late in life and starting another one. It's how to not let the past interfere with what you
Oh,
might want
yeah. I mean, I've
now.
got my issues
Self
too.
sabotage due to past relationships.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I do it even now when I try not to do it. We've been together
Oh,
for a long
Em, you
time,
got a cute cat. I just want to point this out because Em worked so hard on this and make
because
sure.
I was married, and I dealt with all those, cheating things. So with that in mind, I give Judy a hard time, or I try not to, but I'm always like, hmm, wonder what's going on there, when I really know in my heart there's nothing going on there. So we all deal with those kind of things,
Yeah.
there's post-traumatic stress
Hmm.
syndrome things.
And the nice thing, at least for Edie and me, and being close in age, and so understanding similar kind of life experiences with past relationships and with trauma from any past relationship, we're able to listen and be patient with one another, know that this is part of real life. Because if you're looking for that ideal where everything is just hunky dory and there's no problems and nobody's got any issues, you're not going to find it. Not whether you're 20 or 80.
Yes,
Not going
Judy
to
is
find
hearing
that.
impaired. So
My
yes.
my husband and I have been together for 43 years, 3 of which married. Life is good. Good.
Life
So,
is good. I
yeah.
say that quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Life is good. Every once in a while I sit around here and I look around and I think, boy, we sure, I could stand to read out a little bit, but we sure are blessed,
Hmm.
sure are blessed. You get to be this point in your life where you're feeling pretty comfortable, you feel loved, you're warm.
Hmm.
Matter of fact,
Hmm.
it's almost hot in here.
And how long we've been together? So we said that we met a little over 10 years
11
ago.
years. Everybody's
Yeah.
letting them know. 11 years. We've been together 11 years. We've been married 3 years. And today we're going out for an adventure with the family. It's a surprise, so we can't really tell because we never know who's listening. You know, yesterday I showed Judy, and I'm going to say hi. Hi, Gary. How you doing? Yesterday I showed Gary.
Yeah.
I showed Judy last night where my ex's son had clicked on our video. And I thought, boy, you just never know who's out there, huh? So I ain't got nothing bad to say about his mom. You know, I mean, if I did, I've already said it, I guess.
How long did you date before she turned the corner and accepted your love, Edie?
About a half hour. We're talking lesbian time
say
here.
About 10 years. Welcome to everyone. We are from Pittsburgh, been together 11 years, married 3.
Thank you, Chris.
So, and then there's somebody here who is saying, I dated a few women in high school and college, but I then realized I was gay and married a man for 10 years. Congratulations, Jade. Very good.
Yeah, see, I knew I was gay all my life too. But of course I tried to fight it, you know, because I wanted to be straight like the rest of the world wanted me to be straight. You know, my mom wanted me to be straight. Everybody wanted me to be straight, and I wanted to be straight. And,
Thank you for the gift.
And so I tried, and I was married to a man for 20 years. We ended up being good friends at the end and all that kind of stuff. So, I have 2 great children. And, I mean, I remember telling him, waking up after a weird dream and saying, I think I'm gay. And he's like, oh, no, you're not. And I was like, okay. So I took his word for it.
So somebody said, how do you know? And how do you know what? How do you know you're gay? Or how do you know you met the right person?
Well, let's talk about how you know you're gay.
Okay. And here M said, I had a hard time accepting who I am because I was raised strict evangelical.
Right. Yeah. And I had a hard time too, because I remember listening to my not really my parents, but my grandparents and my mom, I guess, talking about people that they knew that were gay. And it was like, she's one of them. She run around with this one. She run around with that one. They used to call them,
that person. They're funny.
Yeah. I'm going to use that one word that I've only heard used a few times. And it just shook every time I hear the word, it's, you ready for this? You ready?
Okay.
Bull dyke. When I'd hear them say bull dyke, it was just like, that's such a hardcore word. It's almost like just a filthy, the way it's said. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I like all these terms now.
I can't
bull dyke and bull dagger.
Oh, good Lord. I can't
but here, let me go again with my favorite book, Another Mother Tongue, Gay Word, Gay World. This is Judy Grant did her research back in the 1960s. And she's coming out with a new edition of this book where it talks about where the origin of these words came from.
Okay.
And
I'm glad you
really
understand that word too. I don't, to me, it's just a horrible word. Thank you everybody for the gifts. It's just that, I mean, to me, it's such a nasty thing, but that's what I grew up listening to them calling, different women in the community that they would see and stuff like that, and the hatred that they would feel towards these people and everything like that. So I grew up trying so hard to be straight. I mean, it turned out that almost, I mean, I hate to even, well, I don't hate to say nothing. I hate to say, but every man that I dated, except for my ex-husband, which, he's gone on to heaven now, was gay. I mean, these were all nice guys. They dressed nice. They smelled nice. They were fun. We had a good time and everything, but it all turned out when it all ended, they were gay. And they were trying not to be gay. I was trying not to be gay. And in that way,
you went out to each other. You found out afterwards.
And we didn't have to have sex because neither one of us was feeling that. We were just feeling like, boy, we're having a nice time.
Look at this. I went on my first date with someone new yesterday.
Yep.
And we are meeting again next week. Congratulations. Really cool. I like new love.
Yes, congratulations.
I was so happy when my niece came out of the closet. She's now married and really happy with her.
So I want to let you know, if by chance something happens and TikTok puts us in TikTok jail or whatever. We have a YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. Judy's going to type that on there because we just got some kind of weird warning for something that was said, and you're all sitting here listening. I mean, we didn't say anything that is not appropriate or whatever.
Right.
I mean, some of the people that are on TikTok say all kind of crazy things, do all kinds of crazy things. So I guess because we're not sitting on here selling you a vacuum cleaner, then we're in trouble. But before I get in big trouble, I want to let you know, because I will get in big trouble by the time I finish talking about it. It's our channel. I think you can pin it even.
Yeah.
So
Judy Rainbow Grannies on YouTube. You can find us there.
Right. So on the front of my profile,
everyone is getting that warning. Huh?
Yeah. So what did
people pointing one finger at me have 3 of their other fingers pointed right back at themselves. There you go.
Thank you very much, everybody that's following us. Let's see, the censorship is crazy. It is, because I really don't think I said anything that bad.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If I did, let me say it again.
And you don't think you have a profile picture on YouTube either?
Oh, that's okay. The YouTube ones, they roll so slow, I can see them.
Oh, JD just subscribed to the channel on YouTube. Terrific.
Thank you. Thank you very much, because if they really are doing that shutdown thing, I mean, you really should be prepared so that you'll have somewhere else to go and entertain yourself and learn. YouTube.
Yeah, but Banana Ship also just subscribed to YouTube.
Thank you. Did you know that YouTube is the number 1 or the number 2 search engine?
Yeah.
Google is number 1.
And YouTube is the second one.
And I mean, if you have never, everybody knows, YouTube is like, if you're trying to figure out how to glue a handle on a coffee cup, where do you go?
YouTube.
That's it. Everybody goes to YouTube to find out something, how to do it, how to whatever. So now you can make sure you go there to Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies and find out what's going on. Okay.
What was your first date like, and when was that?
Well, you know what? The real first date, as far as I can remember, was when we went to that play.
Yeah, we went to a play.
So because I had only seen her the one time before the date, besides my stalking her online, as I was driving there, I saw her walking down the sidewalk. Did I tell you about this?
No.
I saw her walking down the sidewalk, and I thought, I think that's her. But I wasn't quite sure. I think that's her. And I can remember what jacket you had on. You had a hat on and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. And so.
What did I have on?
You had on, you remember that burgundy and gray light jacket you used to wear? It's like a lightweight. And then you had a fedora on. So
that sounds like me.
Yeah.
So we went to a play. I think
well, we went and we had dinner.
Yeah.
We had dinner and drinks at this like little bar, which just burned down not too long ago.
Yeah.
Remember? But it was
we went there we went to this little bar that's down the street from the theater, and we thought it would be a good place to have a light dinner and be able to talk a little bit. But then they had somebody come on stage to sing, and so we didn't really get to talk there because somebody was singing.
Right,
yeah,
she couldn't, nice, and she can't hear good.
Right.
So
then we went to see the play.
In again?
The YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So then we went to the play, and after the play, we wanted to talk some more, so we went up the street to another bar, and we sat there and we talked for hours.
Yes.
Did we shut the place down?
Pretty much. There wasn't hardly anybody in there, but one thing was, at that time, I drank and smoked. And so this bar, you could drink and smoke in there. And so I was drinking and smoking and Judy all at once. I was in my glory. I had a real good time. You know?
That's where we did talk. And so I think I'm the one who made the invite for the play because I'm a playwright and I love going to theater. So this was one thing also that would let Edie know right off the bat who I am. And what kind of thing was important to me. And this is before we knew one another, so I couldn't say
I was
what
mesmerized.
Do you like to do,
I was mesmerized. I was. I mean, when I found out, oh my God, who she was, to me, she was almost like I don't know, Elvis or something. It was like, oh my God. And so I used to have so much fun telling everybody, I'm Judy's girlfriend. Yeah. Because it just felt like you were just, a celebrity.
Oh.
No,
So,
no. I mean, I do remember. I was thinking about this yesterday. I remember when my supervisor at work was asking me about you one time, and I was telling her all about you and everything. And then I told her this is where she was like trying to help me. I told her I felt that I was just honored to be dating you and how wonderful it was, and she was just like, no, she's honored to be dating you.
mhm,
and
mhm.
and it and it was just like kind of like wow, because I felt like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
I had
banana
sensed such a
ship, go ahead.
strong connection between you both. I love it. And then Emily found us over here also on YouTube.
Thank you
On
very
Instagram.
much. Yeah.
So, so, um, yeah, Edie thought I was a celebrity and stuff in Pittsburgh theater world because I co-produced the queer theater festival, and that was going on also. Um, sometime, well, that was going on within the first half year that we were dating, or within the first year we were dating.
Yeah.
What was nice with the festival, because I let her know then I was going to be busy. I'll be at the theater all the time on the weekend. We went out dating. She would come over to the theater and bring flowers. She would come over to the theater. I would work in the box office, and Edie would handle the concession stand at the box office. And why I'm bringing this up is either so many ways, and something that for me is a really key part of my life is the theater world. And Edie jumped right in there supporting me all the way, and what my main interest is. Edie is the creator. I mean, when we met, the first thing Edie told me about was the candles that she made. And Edie doesn't just make candles; it was candles that look like a margarita or look like a Sunday, um,
Ice cream
ice
sundaes.
cream
Yeah.
Sunday. And we're together for a long time now. Edie, the creator, she makes many, many things. She'll get an interest in stained glass, makes a lot of stained glass pieces, gets an interest in hats, and she knits all these hats, right? One of the things Edie mentioned to me is like, oh, I know, I keep changing my interest. I jump from this to that, and thought it was
A
a
negative.
negative thing. And that just floored me because I support Edie in all the stuff. I tell her she should open up a corner store and call it Edie Special of the Month because there will always be something new and something different. And she's just great at all these things
Look
that
at
she
me.
made.
I'm just sitting there getting out. You like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Oh,
Yeah.
why I'm saying all this is the couple. This is what couples do to support each
I'm,
other in
oh,
our dreams,
I'm
support each
almost
other in what we like
embarrassed
to
here.
do.
You've been singing my praises here.
Oh,
I know they got to be like, damn, okay, you love her. Okay, she's nice. Jeez Louise.
yeah. I've got my parents who had been married for over 60 years, and the things that they've done, and you think that they live to be in their 90s. They supported each other all the times in their dreams. And you think in their day it would just be the guy would go to work and the mom would be a housewife and she wouldn't be allowed any dreams. Her dream was supposed to be raising her kids and not anything personal. My dad also loved raising his kids and he was just very, spent every weekend making sure that we did something with the family, with
Yeah.
the kids. And he and my mom supported each other, not just in whatever the everyday job was, but what other dreams and things they
So one
wanted to
of the
try.
things that's wonderful when you
And
think back about her parents was that her mother had a degree in everything in like bacteriology or whatever, but she had a real interest in art. And so there she was with kids and everything. And her dad encouraged her to go back to school for art. And it turned out that she was a brilliant artist, and just like that part
mhm,
of her had been like kind of tucked away and more for a more
right.
stable.
hmm Because it's not something she would think to make a living at. So it's not something she pursued on her own.
Right. But he was there to support and just say, yes, go do it. Go do it.
And so why I bring this up is that I see it works so well for their marriage, which is to support each other in your dreams. And for me, it's just a natural thing to do. But to see that I'm with Edie, who supports me in mine, because again, when you're in the arts, especially, maybe it's other fields too that but when you're in the arts, lots of times people don't understand the arts and they're not supportive of their partner in the art because, like, oh, well, you don't make money at that with the paycheck, and not understanding that it's a passion. And, we make our money however we make it, but art is a passion. To be with somebody who understands that and supports me in it. That was also how we knew we were going. I knew we were going to do well together.
Yeah.
When we first moved in together, and it came the weekend, and I wanted to spend the whole weekend working on my playwriting, and I thought, oh, geez, Edie's probably going to say we got to mow the lawn today, and we got to do the laundry, and that room up there needs to be painted. I thought it'd be a whole weekend of like doing stuff like that.
She
And
came from
Edie
a dark
came,
place.
huh?
I said she came from a dark place. Whatever she came from, it was rough. Go ahead.
Edie came running down the steps and said, "Yay, Creativity Day!" And I thought, this is going to work. But Edie was ready to go make a
Yeah,
candle.
I want to go make stuff, do something, But I mean, I love drinking my vodka and making my candles at the same time. That was all part of my thing.
So we all know this joke. I mean, why about renovating a house? We all know this joke about lesbians meet each other at Home Depot.
Tracy, if you want your girlfriend to hear this, the best way for her to hear it is on YouTube. Right now, this whole thing is being recorded on YouTube. We're going to give it a title here, and we're going to ask you guys to help give us a title. And then that way, she'll be able to watch it later on, and you'll be able to watch it and listen to it later on with her.
So there's some comments here. Princess is saying, this is Am, I'd love to hear more about the plays you write. And Cece is saying, everything I need to learn is from YouTube University. And I'm so happy I found you here. Princess, are you still involved in local theater? Yes, I'm definitely still involved in theater. Yeah. And we always talk about theater some more another time. I've been on a hiatus for a while because of family emergencies and stuff, but that's one of my, New Year's resolution is really pushing through on the theater.
Right.
So let's see. I have a cough drop in my mouth, making it really hard for me to speak.
Hi, Maverick. How you doing? Nice to see you. Let's see. Marley Mar. Good morning. How you doing, Marley Mar? Hey, Twiggy. Good morning, ladies. How you doing? So I want to thank all of you for watching and following. We got all these new follows this morning and everything. Judy and I come on here every Saturday and Sunday, as long as there's nothing really major going on. And we do Coffee with the Rainbow Grannies. Of course, we want you to support us on our YouTube channel because, that's where we're hoping to be able to get some more growth and everything like that. We've been married 3 years, but we've been together 11.
And we have 2 cats.
Yes.
We have 3 kids. We have 3 grandchildren.
Right. Yes. And so this afternoon, and we do adventures. We go out on adventures all the time. We got on adventures so much. I bought this so that we could do these scratch offs and find our adventures. So this afternoon, we're going on an adventure. And this adventure, we can't really tell you guys where we're going because we don't know who's watching. And we want to make sure that it's a surprise for Judy's daughter. And we don't want her to see until afterwards.
Yeah.
Because nobody, everybody don't always say, I'm here. They all be sitting in the background listening.
That's right. So Princess is now saying, tell me all about the cats. You got to be careful when you open the door to talk about the cat.
Well, we have Bill and Apollo. Apollo was about a week and a half old when we found him in the window well. Right. So we got a bottle and some cat formula and fed him. So now he's a little boy in a gray suit. And we give him, I held him. There's videos back on the TikTok where we hold him and feed him his bottle and everything. And he's just a sweetie. Then he was about 6 weeks old and we thought he needs a brother. So we adopted Bill. And Bill came from Buffalo, and that's how Bill got his name. And so
they were really, really, really good buddies when they were kittens. Now we've got to see, they're like 4-year-old grown cats. And every once in a while, they wrestle, but every once in a while we hear some hissing going on. So if anybody got suggestions about that, are they still playing and then one just letting the other one know you're playing too rough? Because they get along. I mean, they're buddies. They still get along. They play together. They groom each other and all this stuff. So we know that they're friends. But I'm not used to cats who fight each other. What does that mean?
If they only do that every once in a while. It's not like a lot or whatever.
No.
So they're good. They're sweet. Yeah, he was a little over a week old. His little eyes was just peeking open. His ears was down. He couldn't even walk. His little butt would just sit down. And then one day he started walking, and we were just so excited because he could walk and took him to the vet and everything. So we thought he was a girl. and they come out and say congratulations, it's a boy. We were okay. So
Water bottle and fighting. We have 5 who very seldom fight.
yeah.
Oh, water bottle. Oh, yeah, they squirt them when they fight.
But this isn't for fighting. This is
Right.
for him to get off of the table. It makes me crazy. I hate that.
Because part of it with the cats, I mean, I figured they're grown and they tell each other. It's just that today, one was telling the other, and the other one wouldn't stop and would pounce on him again. And I thought, well, how am I going to keep pouncing before you're going to get hurt?
So, anybody have anything else gay they want to talk about? Or anything you want to talk about? Because otherwise, we're going to call it a day because we've got a few other things to do. And
yeah, we do. But we'll be back next weekend, I would expect.
Yes.
So we try to come on here every Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. Unless Eastern time, unless there's something else going on that keeps us from it. I mean, even when we're on road trips, we'll go on live. If Edie's driving, I can still turn on the camera. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. I'll catch you on YouTube later.
Thank you.
Have a good adventure.
Hey, Susie, how you doing? Enjoy your Sundays. I'm just glad you came on my FYP. Banana Ship, I'm glad we did too. You know what? You're going to enjoy coming here on the weekends and having some coffee with us, and we'll get to know you. You'll get to know us, and it's really a lot of fun. There's a lot of people here that we've been doing this for about 4 years now. And there's a lot of people that come on faithfully. And what amazes me too is like when we miss or whatever, these people can be so caring and warm, and they'll send me messages saying, are you guys okay? Is everything okay and everything? Because I mean, we are getting a little bit older and we have a few health problems here and there. I want to make sure that you're, if you're on TikTok, make sure you come on over and follow us on the YouTube. I'd like to tell you that if you come over there right now, I have a secret, but Judy didn't tell me what the secret is. So, let's see. I got to have surgery on the 24th. Let's see. We'll DM y'all from there. Okay, Susie, you take care. Hopefully everything works out well with your surgery. I see Nana of 6 on there. She's been hanging out with us for a long time. It's good to see her. We have quite a few subscribers. I was noticing this morning, people that are faithfully, pay that $5.99 a month. And that's, I mean, I know it's just like, whoa, but it's like nice because if we were to go to Starbucks, if you would go to Starbucks and buy us a cup of coffee, it would be $5.99.
That's right.
And that's without room for cream. So I thank you very much.
Yeah, so come on over to YouTube for a secret. So it's Edie and Judy, Rainbow Grannies. Come on over to YouTube for a secret. Type something on YouTube once you hear, so we know you've come over.
Well, Wild Bull Yonder, come on over to our YouTube channel. It's Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. We're going to need you to come on over there, and we're going to tell you a secret, and then we're going to shut down our TikTok, and that way we get all our numbers up over here in YouTube.
You have to make sure you can all find us here in case something happens with TikTok.
Right, because everybody's talking about YouTube. Today is the last day for YouTube, for TikTok. So you want to make sure, please, that you can find your way over there.
So I'll type it in again.
And I'll pin it.
And it's also on Edie's profile. There's a link on Edie's TikTok profile.
Right, on my profile, there's a link right there that'll take you right over. So as soon as you come over to YouTube right now, you say, hey, Edie, or say, hey, Grannies, and we'll see that you're added in up there.
I put it there, and Edie's going to pin it to the top.
Thank you. Let's see. Check out my Neptune Hey Woman Own. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
Thank you for all the new followers.
I went, okay. Karen's over here. What's the secret?
Okay, Karen, I can't tell it yet.
Come on over to YouTube and we'll tell the secret.
Are you thinking about a secret right now?
Huh?
You got a secret going on, right? Okay. Because I don't want to have to be the one that always tells the secret.
I got something in mind.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't tell you because it's a secret and it's still on TikTok.
Okay.
So you gotta come over to YouTube.
Come on over to YouTube so Judy can tell us the secret. Karen is Nana to 6. Hey, Karen. How you doing? Good to see you, Nana.
And
Let's
good
see.
morning, Amber.
CC just came over from
Oh,
TikTok. Looking forward to
yeah.
more. Keep typing, everybody over here on YouTube. Come on over there. Let's see. I came out last year. Best thing I did.
I bet,
Congratulations,
David.
David.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. I know it is, but boy, does it feel good once it's done.
Kat
You
joining from
know?
TikTok. Okay.
Okay.
And T Fisher, follow you from TikTok. Happy to be here. Okay, come on over. A
Okay,
few more
well,
folks, come on over. We'll have a secret for you.
I'm getting ready to turn off our TikTok.
Turning off
Thank
TikTok.
you very much, everybody from TikTok that joined us. We had a great time. You know, it was really nice being with you again. You know, we had taken a few weeks off and everything, so it's nice.
And it's nice, you know, that we found you all and you found us again so quickly.
Right.
I'm on YouTube with you. I so much prefer TikTok. Yeah. But you're here.
Well, we understand that. We understand your preference.
Mhm.
But if
Mhm.
something does happen to TikTok, you're going to need to know where we are. And where we are is on our YouTube channel, Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. So that's where you want to make sure that you'll be able to find us, you know? So, and make sure that you subscribe over there so that when we post other videos, because I might shoot a little one today while we're,
while we're out.
Yeah, while we're out. And then that way you'll be able to see it. Okay.
All right.
There
I'm
you
going to shut
go.
down TikTok now for today.
Bye, guys. On
See you, TikTok. Y'all stay here. See you, TikTok. So this is what I want you to keep up. This is our secret. So.
Oh, well, let's see what this one. The restriction. Hate speech and hateful behaviors. So
I'll follow you on TikTok and just subscribe on YouTube. So go back. What I want to do is tell you when we turn off TikTok live, we get information. And so we had over 2,000 viewers today. And what is all this information?
We had 2,400 viewers today and 31 gifters.
1,700 diamonds.
Yeah. Let's see. So the highest watch time came from, how you say that? LAFF.
Laugh it out.
Laugh it out. Laugh it out from TikTok. Are you over here on YouTube?
How do I subscribe to YouTube? I can't find the button.
Oh, it's just hit up there. It's real easy. Yeah, you'll see it. Where the bell is, I think, or something like that. So laugh it out.
And
had
always,
the highest.
And always racial.
Oh, and always, yeah. And the highest gift giver was Fortress Gal. Thank you very much, Fortress Gal, for being the highest gift giver on our TikTok. We appreciate it. I mean, I know this isn't really that great of a secret for them.
Yeah, well,
but it's pretty neat how they send this out. So we see it.
It's pretty interesting. So right after the weekend after the U.S. election, I think we were reaching like 8,000 viewers on TikTok. There was so much activity going on. Now, the other thing that's going on over here on TikTok, when we shut off TikTok Live, Edie looked at everybody who followed and she follows them back. And I don't think everybody shows up who follows. No, it's just the top
like 20 or something like that.
Top 20 or something like that.
So if they follow.
So the first people who follow, damn, she follows back. And so if you know anybody, if you like us on TikTok and on YouTube and you know other folks you want to share this with or think should be following us, let them know. And if they're the first to follow us on our live that day, they're going to get a follow back from Edie.
Definitely.
And the other secret for those who don't know is that I also have a TikTok channel, and mine is just, meditative stuff, suggestions for books and that kind of thing. So I know a lot of folks on TikTok are asking me about that or asking me about the theater or about the writing world. That's where you'll find that kind of stuff. The other secret, I am really happy that all of you are here and having conversation with us. I so much look forward to our lives on Saturday and Sunday morning. Hey, and I've missed a number of them in the past few months. And
can we get you to minimize the chat too, since there's so many of you right here, to minimize it and click the thumbs up, and then that'll help too. See, because part of it is we're trying so hard to help with that, the algorithm and
on YouTube, and we are not tech grannies. We're Rainbow Granny. And so it's just like, and I guess we're just old fashioned. It's all word of mouth. It's all by word of mouth and sharing and that sort of thing. But anyway, the biggest secret is I want everybody here to know that it really lifts my spirits up too when we have a morning coffee together. So, with that, have a great day. Have a great week. Anything else?
Nope.
We'll see you next weekend.
See you later.
Bye
Thanks.
bye.